Alright there, Procrastinauts, my name's Pleborian, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. Last time we were here, we sent up the Falcon 5 to rendezvous with Kiss and get itself all nice and fueled up, ready for its mission ahead. Now, I've considered a few things with that, whether I wanted to go to Lave or whether I wanted to go to Duna, and I think Duna's probably going to be the one that I really do want to go to. I've switched up my playing style a little bit for you guys in this episode as well. I have officially gone back to mods. I haven't gone and downloaded a big metric shit ton of them yet. I'm just slowly but surely pushing in mods which I believe enhance the game in smaller ways, in slightly smaller ways. Before it was more mods that just added little features to the game, but now I'm just adding more tanks. But I don't want to mess with the nice synergy that the new parts give. So, I've gone with the KW rocketry pack, as some of you guys have suggested. This isn't something I've used before. Normally my go-to pack would be Nova Punch, but this pack, from what I've used so far, seems really goddamn good. The parts are well detailed and well modelled, very nicely textured. The engines are very, very nice in this pack. And we also have a lot of different types of shrouds and interstage parts as well, so that's pretty damn cool. I'm just like, I'll have a quick investigate. Okay, so our thing didn't quite save itself the way it should have done, the way I just set this up. It needs a lateral docking port. Making things hard since 1982. But yeah, look at this beast. It's not exactly the fastest thing in the world, but I tell you what, it is strong. It is bloody strong indeed for the simple amount of thrust it has. I'm going to go ahead and launch this, and today's mission is just to get this into orbit and see if I can get the interplanetary stage refueled up at Kiss. It's going to be very hard docking with Kiss because I don't do lateral ports. I think I've only had one go of a lateral docking port and it did not go entirely well. It went well enough to say I can do it, but it took a while first. I did kind of scrape the rocket into the side of Kiss. That wasn't good at all. You know what? Kiss is kind of in the right place right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and launch this bad boy on the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Alright, there we go. As you can see, slow as anything. And for some reason, those bloody... Oh, God. We lost solar panels, people. We lost solar panels. Right, okay, so... Vehicle assembly building. That's not good at all, is it? Not a brilliant start. Solar panels activating when they shouldn't. What's up with me action groups? This is probably a good time to see... Oh, god damn it. Toggle panels. You don't want toggle panels on the stage. This is probably a good time to go over action groups, as people have been asking me certain things here and there of what buttons I'm pressing to activate the solar panels, what buttons I'm pressing to activate certain other things. This is what I'm doing here. Action groups, the latest and greatest toy that Squad has given us in this version. Now, let's have a look. Custom 1 should be toggle solar panels. Yes, so what I'd normally do is I would click the solar panels here, and a little option will come there saying what do you want to do. I've already put across to toggle the panel, so I can press number 1 on my keyboard and it will either extend or retract the panels. Good times. You can set those up to absolutely anything. Let's see, custom 2, I could turn these things on. I could set this tank to do nothing because it has no options in action groups. That's a bit weird. Likewise, that tank, what about these thrusters? Oh, I can do something with these thrusters. I can even lock the gimbal. Good times are had by all in the Kerbal Space Program. But enough about the action groups. I'm going to switch back, save my craft, and we're going to launch this one again, and we're going to try, and hopefully the solar panels won't extend and fall off, because they are very, very, very important for this mission. It is very important indeed that we get those solar panels. Let's give this one another go, shall we? Not going to do a countdown because we've already done one, and we are off. One thing to note as well that I've noticed with the KW rocketry pack is that the effects that come from the engines are really goddamn cool. The best one in my opinion is when I get to the next stage, this part here, because it has an upper stage engine and it looks really cool outside the atmosphere, which is, I think, is the effect it was going for. Really goddamn cool. So all in all, KW rocketry, pretty damn good pack, and I recommend it. Doesn't fuck with the whole balance of stock too much. It's not bad at all, and it looks cool. But now I'm just repeating myself. Let's just get this mission underway. So, we know that we're going to dock this with the KISS. We're then going to send this to Duna. Now, the reason why I've chosen this kind of crazy design is I've kind of preempted myself a little bit here. Preempted myself by quite a good margin, in all fairness. You see, in future patches there's going to be re-entry heat, and when we start shoving things back down through the atmosphere, we're going to be having all kinds of problems, i.e. we're going to need some sort of shrouds and heat shields just to actually break through. Get rid of that. Don't smash everything up. Cool, thank God for that. Yes. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as a heat shield and something to protect our little base wave underneath. It just makes it look proper, and the Constellation also did something very similar if you've ever seen the video. It was pretty damn cool. I'm not too impressed with the fact that this is like slowing down quite a lot. I shouldn't have put those fuel lines there. That's made it a little bit harder on me. So who knows if I'm actually going to break this out into orbit today. As long as I get to the gravity turn stage. You can tell I've got no monster whip today. I can't even speak and I've just got up. But yeah, once we get to the gravity turn stage, then we might be looking a little bit hopeful. That's only at 10,000 meters anyway above the surface. Good times are had by all in Kerbal Space Program when solar panels don't come flying off randomly. But we're getting up, and our speed is picking up as well. So I'm only going to do a slight gravity turn because our speed is ridiculous low, man. Proper low. So I'm hoping that banking too much isn't going to send the prograde marker down too far, which it is doing. Curses! Curses indeed! Let's have a look at the staging. Let me just double check this is alright. So disconnects, that ignites, that disconnects. Followed by the shrouds, the base, and then the parachute. Right, okay, yep, just that seems okay, that seems good enough. Oh god, we're starting to lose a good bit of height here, and we're only up to 14,000 meters, down to half our fuel in this tank. This thing has a lot of fuel. Look at that, 10,935 units of fuel. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous how big that tank is. But the best way of making it work is not cramming stuff on the top of it like I'm doing here. In all fairness, this shouldn't be too heavy. I think the heaviest part of it all would be the engine and the tank. But again, let's not fret about that. Let's just get this show on the road and hope to God that we can actually rendezvous up with the station. Blah. Interesting times in the Kerbal Space Program. I've also been working on an intro recently for these videos, and I've not been able to do anything too good. Well, the reason why I haven't been able to do anything too good because I really want to use that Tron Legacy music, but that's copyright infringing grounds there, and I've got to be very careful about the kind of stuff that I use for my YouTube channel. Interesting indeed. Interesting times in the Kerbal Space Program. But yeah, there is an intro coming back. I don't know if it's going to be along the same lines as the old one, you know, where I'm going on about space, the final frontier, X, 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 Y, Y, Y. Random ramblings of a madman. But yeah, so the channel is slowly getting better. I'm trying to slowly make the channel better, the quality and the content of the videos better. And I think I'm getting there. Ooh, speaking of which, speaking of getting there, you know you're getting it there when other KSP YouTubers, popular KSP YouTubers, media group YouTubers, in fact, are starting to show a bit of interest in my channel. I was contacted yesterday by Harv from HOC Gaming, which is something a lot of you guys have probably heard of. I know I have. For those of you who haven't, he got an well, it was a pod, 2 RCS tanks and some thrusters, and he got it all the way to the moon from Kerbin and back again. Sadly enough though, he didn't quite make it back down and he crashed into the floor horribly. But it was cool. It was really cool, and the guy does some really good commentary stuff, so I will put a link to his channel in the description just to give him like a little bit of a shout out and as a cheers for giving me the nice comments that he did in that message that he sent me last night. And if I play my cards right, I might get involved in a charity live stream this weekend. Who knows? Who knows? It's all brand new stuff to me, this is. I'm just gonna quickly throw out a maneuver here before I get to the apo. Hopefully, yeah, there we go, that looks about even. Good enough, right, okay. Oh, a 3-minute burn, typical. So we're going to be far out here, far out indeed. Oh, yes. But yeah, HOC Gaming, cheers for taking an interest, dude. I hope you find these episodes enjoyable and whatnot. Apparently it was recommended to him by a friend, so the rest of you, get out there and start recommending stuff. What is that? That's more of this random debris stuff that's going around. I wish I knew how to get rid of it. I really, really, really do wish I knew how to get rid of it. Let's get a bit of time warp on, because this thing doesn't wobble around too much and we can actually time warp this thing safely. It's not so bad. Oh, another thing I need to do is I need to turn off the internal RCS on the base, because it has a tendency of using that first. It seems that tank drain is still... In fact, I think it has actually been fixed. It has actually been fixed, but now it causes more problems because I'm so used to the old tank staging method. And tanks don't show up in the staging no more. It's all in the resource stuff. Let me just have a look at this orbit here. Okay, so we are making this here. Just, I don't think it's going to be equals on both sides. Oh no, we do have a periaps and it's going up. Just like this is going... Okay, so... right, that wasn't so bad. I didn't think I was making that then, and we didn't really use much fuel in doing so. Well, actually, no, we used quite a lot of fuel. That's an understatement of the century. How much space do we have in said fuel tank? Right, okay. I need about 1,000 more fuel to fill this up to the brim. I don't think the KISS has that in stock. Interesting times in the kerbal. Where is KISS? KISS is a good distance away yet, so I'm just going to set as the target, and we are going to spin around the planet as if it was no one's business. As if it was going out of style, as Sir Hammerlock might say. I really need to play that game. I have not touched that in a while. Do you ever notice, I don't know whether this is just a problem with me or whether it's just something that happens, but I have a load of indie games on my computer. I like indie games. Indie games are cheap, they're cheerful, and you get a lot of bang for your buck. Now, I've also got some AAA games on my PC. I've got Battlefield 3, I've got Black Ops 2, I've got Diablo 3, and you know what? For the amount of money that I've spent on them, I barely ever play them. I really need to play some... Like, I can see Battlefield 3 case looking at me right now, just going, play me, Pleborian! And I'm just sat there like, no, I don't give a shit about your hyper-realistic shooteriness. Where did I go wrong? Why did I stop playing these games? Why are indie games so much more better in content quality? Who knows? I just hope one day that I'll be able to match the quality content that you see in games these days from indie developers. Because we all know that's the kind of thing that I want to do later on in life. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to pull it off. I hope so. Oh yes, 6.1. Right, if I can get a bit closer... Yeah, there we go. So we've got to manoeuvre down, and that is going to help us out massively when it comes down to it. How are we doing for mono propellant? That's the first little bit we've used right there, so I need to get under there at some point. But I don't want to show you guys the base because, you know what? It is nothing fancy. There is absolutely nothing fancy underneath there. It is just one of the crew modules with some legs and some parachutes, some lights, and a couple of solar panels attached to it. In all fairness, I probably should have put an RTG on there for the simple fact that solar panels just aren't good enough to keep it powered all the way through the night. But I haven't, so we'll just have to work on it. I probably could get a quick shuffle in there. Yeah, we can. Let's turn these off, shall we? That way I'm not going to use these, and that means I've got monopropellant to help direct it down a little bit. That's good times. Why are you not on your manoeuvre notes, Sonny Jim? That's not good news. I'm sure I got you onto the manoeuvre note. I did just move to retrograde like a herpaderp. Okay, hold yourself there, mate. And whiz. 20 minutes till intercept. I tell you what, this is going to really annoy the hell out of me when it comes down to doing the interplanetary stage of this trek. I hate doing interplanetary treks. They're so long, and there's so many things can go wrong with them. I'm just never really that good with them. I mean, I don't have Protractor installed now, so that's probably going to be one downfall, but Duna's not a problem to get to. Duna is one of the easiest planets by far to get to. Or at least it is in my opinion. It's probably because I've been there so many times and I can't stop going there because I just love how the planet looks. It is definitely the best planet in my opinion. Although then again, once clouds start coming into it, I don't think Duna will have any clouds. Kerbin will look pretty lush, and Eve's the one to watch as far as clouds go. Have we actually got a close intercept here? Let me just double check this. Okay, so we are at 4 km, so I could probably narrow that down a little bit here, so it might help if I did that and that. Yeah, there we go. Look, 3.8, 3.7. The quicker, well no, the closer, the better in all fairness, because I don't want to be sat there RCSing towards it for God knows how long, because this thing's big, it's unwieldy, the RCS really doesn't do much for it. So, God damn it. 2.5, that'll do. Let's get round, shall we? I'm just more interested in zeroing my speed out now and getting myself prepared to dock. I've also been put to shame on my fucking space station as well, for the simple fact, if you go looking at some of the things on the Kerbal forums, God damn it! They make the Armstrong look like something that came out my arse on a Sunday morning after a night out on the lash. Seriously, man, what is up with that? The Armstrong was like the best thing in the world. We'll have to fucking see about this, won't we, ladies and gentlemen? Armstrong's gonna have to come back out. I don't know if I know the Trust Pack isn't updated, but the 2.0 concept stage is coming pretty damn soon. We need to slow this bad boy down, otherwise bad stuff's going to happen soon. But yeah, Trust Pack is going to be updated. That's one of the key players in the Armstrong construction. So is the Deep Space Mission Pack, but all I really need for that is the pod. Okay, are we going away from this now? It seems that way, so let's turn towards it a little bit more. Get a bit lateral, ready for the actual burn towards it. Hold please, and burn for glory. Zero that speed out please, mate. Zero it out. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Spin it. Yes. Alright, now we've got 10 meters per second. I'm happy with that, and we're just going to sail towards it very, very slowly. Is that intercept 1 over there? I think it is, yeah. So 0.7 is the closest we are going to be going at. Right, okay, so here we go. We're less than 1,000 away. This is where we start getting fruity with our maneuvers. Oh god, this is going to be so hard. I mean, I know docking ports have a control from here function, so I can use that as a way to level myself up with the other port that I'm going to be connecting to, but it's still not the easiest thing in the world, considering the port's there and I'm going to be going at this in a very funny cockeyed motion. Very weird, very bad indeed. 4, 3, oh god, here we go. Let's slow this bad boy down, get ready to go towards Pro. Right, here we go. Okay, could you give us some turns here and there, could you? Yeah, there we go, that's not so bad. And now we're heading straight towards it. Do this at about 5 this time, so I can slow down off the RCS and I don't have to use the engines anymore, and I have to. Right, here we go, here we go! Exciting times in the Kerbal Space Program. I just wish these kinds of maneuvers didn't take that long. There are probably some people out there who can just throw things together, just like, oh yeah, random collision, and we made it. Here we go. Right, I know I say here we go a lot, but these are the moments where shit gets tense, people. Shit gets proper tense. Right, slow down for us, mate. Need to proper slow down for it. I also need to figure out which ones, I don't suppose it matters which one I connect to fill the tanks up, but I need to make sure that I can actually get down to the, what's it called, the actual connector node itself without knocking off the base's solar panels. We are sailing past this nicely, but at least I can get a good look at it here. Oh, the Falcon's still attached to it. Nice work. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's been like quite a few days since I've done stuff, and I couldn't remember whether I'd already sent the Falcon to Duna and then not shown it on a record, because I've actually recorded this episode like 8 times and it's been a different mission every single time. I mean, well, technically it's been the same mission, but the rocket designs have been different. Eventually, I just went with mods to give it a nice new flavour, and it worked out pretty damn well. Right, we are very damn close here, so I'm going to control from here. I'm going to set. Now, I need a fuel tank, so these at the side of the tanks here. Let's see if I can cheat my way up to this. Ah, here we go. Right, that docking node there, that's my target. Let's go, 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 go. Now this is going to be hard work indeed, so I'm going to need to, oh god. Yes, having that thing controlling from the docking port. Wait, what? Alright, okay. Yeah, because the normal strafe keys rotate, and the rotate keys now strafe. It's very bloody confusing. But never mind, eh? Let's give ourselves a bit of thrust towards this bad boy. I mean, we can manoeuvre around it as and when. Yeah, there we go. We're starting to pick up some speed and we're starting to go towards it nicely. Yes! I just don't want to crash into it and completely ruin the whole solar panel thing. In fact, these solar panels can go away. We don't need these out no more. We should have enough battery energy to last us. Right, okay, go forward a little bit. Oh god, no. I'm still controlling from that there, so what about... Yeah, this way. How does this orbital camera work these days, actually? Please slow down, please slow down, please slow down, please slow down, please slow down! Is it V? Aha! Orbital. I think orbital's the fixed camera. Is it? Is it? Oh, is it C? Ah, here we go. This is what we want. Right, nice. So I can now. This should rotate with. Yes! Yes! I've never actually used this before, so you'll have to bear with us, people. Exciting times for people who don't use features that have been there since the release of the patch. Come on, man. Come on. You can slowly do this. This is going to make things a hell of a lot easier. Nice! Slowly but surely we get closer and closer still to the station. Alright, now we are at... Oh god, I'm going to have to rotate this now, I think. So, that way. And let's see if we can not slow our movement this way a little bit. And then I'm going to have to do this. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Right, okay. All I've got to do is get myself this direction and freeze. And then all I've got to do is, oh god. This is why I said complicated as hell. Avoid lateral docking connections if you can. Here we go. Right, have I got myself nice and lined up? Is this forward? So, yeah, there we go. Oh, no, we need to put SAS on, otherwise we're not going to be doing this. Oh, very, very, very complicated. I just hope to God that I don't start knocking things off. Right, let's get ourselves down towards it a bit. Also, let's get a bit more thrust on going forward. If you can, mate, just give yourself a little speed up and we'll slow ourselves down as we get underneath it. Right, okay, so here we go. Thrust up and forward. And let us get this thing on the road. How are we going to do this? Are docking ports aligned there? According to this, it says docking ports are aligned, so let's just see for ourselves, shall we? Right, thrust. Right, let's get that down a bit, and thrust. Pelvic thrust! Slow process is slow. But at least it makes for a good episode of using something new. Right, okay, we seem to be going down a fair bit there. Right, okay. So there's only one way to sort this out, actually. It's doing this until the port matches up. Is it this way? I don't know. Oh god, we're getting very goddamn close here. Please do not hit the solar panels. Please do not say fuck or bugger. You're live on channel 4. Come on. Right, let's get ourselves a bit more this way and a bit more reverse for us to slow ourselves down even more. Alright, we should be on the cards here. I mean, we're going at a bit of a funny angle, but never mind, eh? I don't really give two shits about the funny angle as long as we snap to it quite nicely. A bit more this way, mate. Alright, here we go. I think we've actually got ourselves within range to be magnetised on, so a bit more this way, a bit more thrust forward. And there we go. All I've got to do is now turn the S off, turn the RCS off, and that should, in theory, just go plop. There we go. It's caused the station to have a little bit of wobble, but I'm not entirely too fussed about that. Oh well. And we've gone on it a bit cockeye, but again, oh well. Who really cares? Let's get in. Oh, come on. This one and this one. So, in. Yeah, we're not going to have enough to fill this up all the way, but we're still going to have enough to get to Duna, so that's going to be okay. I should hope anyway. Yeah, we're short 4,000, but never mind. Meh, who gives a shit? We're already in a 2,100 orbit, well, 2,100 Delta V orbit anyway, so I think the only thing we're going to have to do is get about 1,000 to get to Duna. So, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. I'm going to set up my phase angle correctly because I don't think it is. I'm just going to put a little pod on the launch pad and I'm going to fast forward time, and then when we come back, it's Duna time, baby. It's Duna time. I'm going to be waiting a good while for that, aren't I? But yeah, it's Duna time. Yeah, la, 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 la. And let's see if this base will actually land. So leave a like if you like this video, people. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. Feel free to comment in the comment section below, or send me a message if you have any comments, suggestions, or just want to say, hey Pleborian, this was a really cool episode. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I will catch you in a bit. Peace out!